Get in there, get active, and kind of shake off a little bit of rust or whatever it is out there.
Yeah, it felt good. Just get more comfortable in the offense, and get out with the guys. Get up and down the floor, and just get back to my old self again, and kind of like you said, shake off that rust. It felt good.
How have you kind of seen your role out here? Coming in as a guy who's experienced, but obviously having to come off the bench a little bit too is maybe a little different.
Yeah, I'm still adjusting to it. Still trying to figure out where I'm going to be, where's my niche on the team. But the guys are good. Just keep encouraging me, telling me to stay confident. But yeah, it's a process. It's early on in the year, so we're just still trying to figure that out.
How important is a game like this for guys like yourselves to start maybe finding those niches or start developing it a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. It was important just to come out and be aggressive and just play my game. And the game it worked out well. So.
It seemed like you kind of hit a couple shots and got more confidence, and then you started kind of rolling for you there in the second half. I mean, is it nice too to get an extended stretch where you can kind of get in a rhythm?
Yeah, I'm still trying, like you said, get used to coming off the bench, finding my rhythm coming off the bench. And they were just telling me all day when I come off the bench, stay aggressive, ready to shoot right when you come into the game. So it's that adjustment I'm going through right now. And as I stay aggressive, as I shoot my shots, the game starts flowing and it becomes natural for me again.
Chandler, what do you guys kind of take from a game like this, where obviously it's Division II school and stuff, but what can you guys kind of take?
Yeah, we definitely want to come out and make a standpoint on defense. We out-rebounded them by like 30-something. That's a big thing, is getting all 5 guys to the glass when we can. But yeah, it's big, especially when we have a guy that's so good like Drimmick sitting out this game. It's a huge opportunity for us younger guys to get that confidence and get that feel in the offense and all that thing. Because when we're going to be at our best when Lonnie's hitting shots and everyone's feeling confident, especially those guys coming off the bench. So it's big for us.
Yeah, about some of those bench guys. How have those guys kind of worked their way in there? I know against Arizona didn't get a lot of time for obvious reasons, but how have you kind of see those guys develop and how far they can maybe help this team?
Yeah. Well, it's tough, especially because non-conference we really schedule. So we try to get as best of a non-conference schedule as we can. Going up against Arizona, last year or NC State and Wisconsin and those type of teams. So it's good to just get a mix in with them, in these games where competition isn't as high. But it's good because if they can kind of get, like he was saying, their niche and that feel, then when they come in those bigger games, it's not as big as an adjustment as to just not playing the whole year.
Obviously, a lot of shooters on your team, but how nice is it to have a guy like Lonnie that you can bring off the bench this year, and how nice was it to see him kind of get rolling tonight?
Absolutely. Like I said, we're going to be at our best when he's knocking down shots, and really the defense is worried about where he's going to be on the floor. That opens up so much more for especially a guy like me who can go and drive and kick and find other guys that are going to knock down shots. It helps a lot.
What's he kind of brought to this team, maybe from a leadership standpoint?
Oh, no, stuff too. Yeah, he's very wise, just about basketball, about life and everything. And if there's one thing that I can take from him, just learning from his confidence in just every game. He had been struggling a little bit earlier, but just to come out and look confident and hopefully find what he's been doing previously at Boston College and carry that over to here, because we're going to be really good when he's playing well.
Ever since you committed and you've been here, what's it been like so far? And what do you kind of make of just the situation here after since you committed to come here?
Yeah, it's been awesome since I came here. Just getting in with the guys, getting in with Coach Linder, Coach Rice, and with the weight coach and everything. This place is. Coming out of high school, you really want to go to High Division I, but Boise State slowly turned into High Division I and win the Mountain West conferences. So it's been great, man. Just the support at Boise State and just the school itself. The people here are pretty cool. So it's been awesome so far.
Lonnie, at what point when you decided you were going to leave BC did BSU come onto your map, and how did that come about, and how did it progress from there until you decided to commit here?
It actually came about pretty late. When I decided to transfer, not many people knew until the tournament, the Final Four. That's when I started getting a lot of calls from the various coaches. Then it came down to a lot of teams in the Mountain West, a couple schools in California. But yeah, when they came on to me, I wasn't for sure going to come here. I actually didn't really think I was going to come here. But when I came on my visit and I saw what it was like up here, saw the guys that are coming back, all the talent we're going to have, and just how I can fit in the offense as a shooter and as a playmaker, that was kind of the thing. I think we can have a chance to have a special year if everyone comes to play.
You played Dean Dome, Cameron, Carrier Dome, all those big places, those big ACC arenas. Do you think that experience is going to help with this team, maybe with the younger guys and stuff like that, playing in such big games?
Yeah, no doubt. I think just being in those experiences, being in tight games with Duke, being at Maryland, all these different places, I can use my experience to help guys like him, because he has so much potential. If he can realize it, he can be almost in the NBA. So it's like using my experience of the stuff I struggle with, the stuff I was good at, just trying to show an example and give little hints here and there to just.
You talked about Chandler, eventually maybe being an NBA guy. What about James Webb on the future there? I mean, you played against a ton of NBA dudes. Where's James Webb on there?
When I came here, I said I played in the ACC, and I played against a lot of athletes. North Carolina, Duke, Maryland. But athleticism-wise, I think he would be the most athletic in the ACC if he was in there. Just how he flies around, his motor. He can really get up there, and he gets every rebound. So I honestly think he would be the best athlete in the ACC if he was in the ACC.
What do you guys make of the tournament coming up and getting to go out there and play some quality teams and hopefully kind of get some momentum rolling here?
Yeah, well, it's huge, especially having a game like this, getting all things clicking. We're going to have a few good days of practice to really brush up on some things. But the talent level that's in this tournament, it's a huge opportunity for us. The non-conference is so crucial to when it comes down to the tournament, being on the bubble, whatever. Getting some really good quality wins is huge for this program, really to take that turn and, get a shot at some good teams that are even, top 10, top 15 in the country. It'll be really fun. We're really excited for this challenge.
And that's super close to home for you. That's going to be pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's close for me.
Yeah, close to you. Yeah, you're just a little bit north, yeah.
Hopefully we've done our job to try to fill out that gym, but it's going to be a great atmosphere, it'll be really fun.
What do you make of the tournament, getting to go play close to home?
Yeah, it's awesome, because I was actually in the same tournament my freshman year at Boston College, so it kind of came full circle. But yeah, it's a great opportunity for us to play, high-level competition and just show what we can do. I felt like this far in the season, we've played well, but we've made some mental mistakes, little things here and there. But this is the time when we can really show what we've been working on and really put it all together.
Chandler, one question about James. He talked this year about, he knows people are looking at him and stuff like that, and he's done some things. He talked about deleting Twitter and stuff like that, try not to pay attention to it. How have you noticed him maybe be different now that the attention's on him a little bit more than obviously most of last year?
Well, he's definitely stepped up. That's always super hard to do when everyone's looking what's James Webb going to do tonight and all that stuff, and different agents talking to him and stuff. But he's been calm, cool, and collective through it all. He never gets a big head over things that are happening. When he plays a great game, just like he did at Arizona. But yeah, and you could just learn from that, learn from him how he's experienced that. He keeps talking, and you just, the spotlight may be on him and some other guys on the team right now, but just stay cool through it all, and eventually things will work out. But he's been a great leader through this process for him.
Chandler, coach has called you kind of a utility guy, someone who can do everything, stuff the stat box. But when you're about to go in and play some high-level teams, what skill do you take pride in the most that you feel like you can help this team the most when you're going to play teams like Arizona and possibly Michigan State?
Well, I just try to go, bring energy and, go get an offensive rebound and go make a play, take a charge, because those types of things just build confidence, and you really can, after you make a good play or for someone else or something like that, you can kind of just sit back and be like, okay, build off this, take this to the next play, and just keep building off it to try to perform at a high level. And that's normally what I do, run the floor, get a rebound, just that type of thing. It helps a lot.
So Lonnie, what would you might have possibly play your former guys in the tournament? What would that be like?
It's funny because I actually played against Ryan Anderson at Arizona. He was my roommate for all 3 years, my direct roommate. So he's like my best friend. But he's in the tournament too. But at Boston College, it's kind of different because they got a whole new team. They got like 2 guys I know on the team. So it's going to be interesting to just see if how they're playing. But it's going to be fun to see the coaches again and just see Boston College.